Hello guys, it's Butterfly Spirit and I'm back for a new video. So this is a lesson video. So in this video, I'm going to talk about the concept of the synchronicity. Some of you might be saying, what is a synchronicity? That's a big word. I've never heard it in school or in people's conversations. So, what is it? How did that word slip past me? Or some of you might be like, doesn't matter. Okay, so basically a synchronicity is repeating numbers, okay? So this could be 3 digits or 4 digits that are repeating. An example of a synchronicity could be 1212 or 444. Now, a lot of people know 444 from Jay-Z's song or whatever, but I want you guys to know that, seeing those 3 fours, there's a deeper meaning to it than just it being the name of a song, okay? Another synchronicity that I've seen before is 555, 3 fives, or another well-known one that a lot of people are afraid of, which is 666. So that's another synchronicity that kind of freak people out and stuff too. I want to take a minute to talk about that particular synchronicity so that it kind of doesn't scare people, okay? So, 2 days ago, I, woke up and I basically decided that I wanted to get things done, okay? So, what happened was I basically went about my day as normal. But, this particular day, I wanted to get stuff done because, I, just wanted to get things out of the way. Okay? So, I saw the numbers 666 or 3 sixes several times during that day. I saw the 666 when I went to the gas station to get gas. I pulled up to gas pump. It was gas pump number 7 at a Quick Trip. And then the amount that I saw that somebody paid was $6.66. Was I spooked out about it? No, I wasn't spooked out about it because I knew that it was a synchronicity that I was seeing, first off. Second, I also knew that, it's an amount of money, I mean, it just was, And also, because of numerology and me studying the science of different numbers and letters, which is what I've been doing for a little while, I know that the number 6 is not a bad number. In fact, that is a number of somebody who is a caregiver, somebody who is, peaceful, and, they care a lot about people. It is a positive number. It is not a bad number. I know a lot of people are going to say because of the, the Illuminati and the instances with, them showing the numbers or Baphomet or whatever and stuff. And, in its own state, the 3 sixes, they are just numbers. And in numerology, as I've been studying, it's just that of a number of a peacemaker, basically a caregiver, somebody who is about people and who loves people and wants to make a difference to people. That's all it really is. I'm going to be doing further research on numbers. I read about a lot of different numbers and stuff like that. I even have a chapter that I'm going to be coming up in another book that I read on numerology that talks about repeating numbers. So I don't want people to be scared about seeing the 666, lumping with the Illuminati, because the thing is that, and here's something I want to say to you guys. Right now, I see the synchronicity 1111. 1111 that I just saw, basically what that just meant, and when I see these numbers in the universe, I pay attention to them. What that means is that I'm on the right path and I'm doing the right thing. How do I know? Because that's what I felt. I felt the support from that number. It is the universe telling me I'm doing the right thing, by talking to you guys about this. In terms of the Illuminati, basically, guys, there's things that the Illuminati, that concepts that go along with the Illuminati that are actually not scary. They're just made to seem evil or to seem bad. That's really all it is. But if you guys get all spooky and scared, you're going to miss out on important information that is being, that's being talked about and stuff like that. I don't know much about, Baphomet or anything like that. I really don't know anything about that. But I do know about numerology. And as I've been studying numerology, I've learned a lot of things that are spiritual and ancient, and that connect to many things. Different ancient groups and, ancient writings like the Bible, okay, and the Kabbalah. So, guys, like, once you start doing your research about different types of things and not just being scared of, like symbols or whatever, then you start to get more clarification about things. And it is, it is a spiritual concept. Synchronicities are, and the 666. It actually is. In fact, 666, for you guys to know, it relates to people. And basically, it relates to people having 6 protons, 6 neutrons, and 6, I believe it's 6 electrons, and it relates also to carbon. That's what I've learned so far. Basically, the 666 it also just relates to humanity or man as well. For some of you guys, this may be a little bit deep, but this is what I do since I've been on my journey towards becoming more and more spiritually awakened, which means that my awareness about who I am and about my spirit and things around me is becoming, more clear and stuff like that. And with learning about your spirit, you can become more in tune with what you are doing here, So that's just a little instance there with the discussion on the 666, just for people to bring you comfort. It's not something that's evil that you should be afraid of. It's okay. All right. Another instance where, and I forgot that I had another instance. There was another instance that I saw 666, and it was on my dashboard. And I thought something, and then I knew that for me, it meant for me to keep going, keep going throughout the day and stuff like that. I got, I think it was something, and I was at home and I saw the 666 or whatever, and I knew that it was just telling me to just keep going, keep doing what I had to do and stuff like that. Because before, when I got my day started, I decided I was determined to get things done, and get them out the way. And the Synchronicity 666 was just guiding me through it and telling me, go ahead, Michelle, keep going, keep doing things, keep accomplishing it. You're going the right way. But when people, get scared of seeing a synchronicity, or seeing it in music like 444 or something, they think that it has no relevance. But in fact, a synchronicity is the universe communicating with you and letting you know, different information. It could be telling you to be careful. Like if you see the synchronicity 333, that means be careful. If, like, for example, if you have a thought about something and you say, let's say, for example, you got in the car you drive, and you say, oh, I want to go somewhere, you know, okay, I'm getting the car, and you see on the time clock, you see 333. Well, the thing is, at that time, you have to be careful, you know. Now, the 333, three threes, it could mean that the place that you're going, maybe you have to be careful going there. Specifically, if in your mind you thought about going to a specific place, you know, so you be careful. If you are around somebody and you saw somebody, let's say you made eye contact with somebody that you didn't know, you saw the 333, that means you have to be careful as far as that person is concerned, especially if there's somebody that you don't know. You know, synchronicities are there to give you signs. Or the 333 could be something where, you know, you basically, let's say you look at the gas tank in your car, you know, like the meter that shows how much gas you have, full being up here, empty being down here. And you know you don't have much gas. And you say, oh, I think I can make it to where I'm going. And you see the 333, three threes. That means be careful because you could run out of gas. You know, you think you got enough, but you may not have enough to get to where you're going. You know, so using synchronicities, you know, specifically with the 333 or three threes, that means you have to be careful. You know. Now, some people are going to say, well, how do I know the universe is, you know, how do I know it's a sign from the universe? Well, if you start seeing these numbers all over the place, it means that, yes, the universe is talking to you. And it means that somehow in your consciousness, you are able to observe these signs that are being given to you, okay? Now, what is the universe? The universe would basically be, it would be the world that is around us, you know, the consciousness that is around us. It would be a source. It would be God, you know, that's what the universe would be and stuff like that. You also have a say in the universe through the things that you think. So that's why it's important for you to be careful about some of the stuff you think, because you can attract things based off of what you think. Okay? You think about bad things all the time, well, you might be drawing bad things to you. If you think about good things, then you draw good things to you. You know, it's about your thought life and stuff. And I could talk more about that in another video and stuff. I noticed synchronicities after I started to meditate. I started seeing them everywhere. My favorite one is 1111. I love seeing that synchronicity. And I want to make it clear that synchronicities can be anywhere, okay? When I just looked at the screen and the time that's being recorded in this video, it said 14:14, which, you know, for me, when I said synchronicities can be anywhere, and then I saw the 14:14, it's saying yes, it can be, and the universe is saying yes. Synchronicities can be anywhere and stuff. I pay attention to synchronicities, you know, and they help me guide my life in, you know, some way or whatever. And it can help you guide yours too. So yeah, when I started meditating, I started seeing synchronicities everywhere, and it's because through meditation, I'm getting closer to my inner spirit and what that is. You guys ever heard the term your spiritual being have a human experience? Well, you know, when you are listening to the science of the universe like synchronicities, which is something that you can see in the here and now, then you are starting to get close to your spirit in some way. I don't know if you've been meditating or whatever. Maybe you've always been seeing it, but you never thought anything of it. You thought other people could see it. You didn't know it was important, but it actually is. It is something that can help you to guide your life and get you closer to who you actually are, the spiritual being inside yourself, the being that is powerful. And if in a good way, and if you know how to get close to it, it can help you lead a better life. Okay, and it can help you answer a lot of questions about your life too, um, as well. If you start getting close to it, and it can help you get closer to God too, because God is He is spirit, and He created you, and you are spirit, except you are a spirit in a human body. You're a spiritual being having a human experience. I saw another synchronicity, uh, when I was saying that, which was 1616. You see, guys, I'm seeing these synchronicities, and I'm paying attention and stuff like that to these signs. Synchronicities are a more physical sign, an easier sign for you to pick up. You might be getting signs from the universe all the time, but sometimes it's not easy to really pick it up, and to know. Okay. um, let's see, what else about synchronicities? Synchronicities can mean different things to different people. Okay. And I think I said this with the 3333, it can. You see a synchronicity, 4444, 3 fours. You see it, you know, it could be validation, or it can mean that you have to be aware of what's going on, because the synchronicity can apply to people in different ways. I don't know if I said this, probably said this already, but it can. Synchronicities, if you start seeing the same synchronicity, and here's how you can find out what the synchronicity means. You can find out what it means by what's going on when you see the synchronicity. Okay? Like, for example, the synchronicity I saw was 666. Okay? When I saw that and I noticed what I was doing, I noticed that I was, after I completed tasks, and then I noticed that it was there to motivate me, to get me to keep going and stuff like that, because I was a little worried, as I was making steps, but it was there to support me. Okay, and I felt it inside and stuff. I've been meditating, working on my spirit for a while, so I've become more aware of signs as time goes on. I'm not gonna say I see every sign, because synchronicities is one sign, but there are other signs that exist to watch out for, and I'm starting to get better with knowing what they mean. But if you see the same synchronicity all the time, like I saw the 666 one particular day, then become aware of what just happened, or what's going on around you. Now when I say what happened, did you just have a thought about something and then you saw the synchronicity? Okay, if you had a thought and you saw synchronicity, like, oh, should I go and eat some food? You see 1010, that means that, yeah, you should probably go with some food, because there's probably going to be something's going to come up that's going to prevent you from eating some food. So you might as well do it while you have the time. Okay. 9999 is also a synchronicity that I saw yesterday, and it related to a thought that it was related to the universe validating a thought that I had, which was that if I went and bought a jar of pickles from the store, then and I already had a jar of pickles at home. It related to the fact that um, if I bought another jar, I would be more likely to eat the pickles, at home faster because I knew I had more pickles. But if I, decided to wait on it, then I wouldn't eat them as fast. But yeah, in my head, I thought, man, if I go buy another jar of pickles, man, I'm gonna eat my pickles faster because I'm having more pickles and stuff like that or whatever, and I'm just gonna, man, eat through those pickles. I saw that synchronicity 999 9 and then 3 9s, and then and the universe is saying, yes, you will do that if you see that you got if you got some extra pickles in the pantry waiting on you, you're gonna eat them faster and stuff. I like pickles a lot. I like to eat them and stuff like that. I know I shouldn't like eating as many pickles as I do, but I've always liked pickles. Trying to think if there's anything else about synchronicities. Uh, Now, there's another reason why you might be seeing repeating numbers everywhere. And it could be maybe because of the eclipse. Most likely, it probably is the eclipse. Um, there was a lot of people who've seen the eclipse, and since then they've been noticing a lot of things differently since the eclipse. And they didn't realize that from the eclipse that um, we got energy. We got love energy from the eclipse, and that energy that fed our spirits was able to help give us awareness. So if you've been having some strange things like happen to you, you know, in whatever, like, you start to get some awareness, like you see visions or something like that, or you just have a knowing about things, stronger knowing, or whatever, you might have picked up some gifts and stuff like that. Um, with the eclipse, you could have gotten, some abilities, clairaudience, you know, where you're able to hear, clear hearing. You're able to hear further from, farther than what you would normally be able to hear, something like that. Um, Clairsentience, you just have a clear sense about it. Claircognizance is, you got that one. I don't really remember claircognizance. But if you got any of the clairs, you will know it because it is an ability, a psychic ability that you could be developing. There's a lot of people who work on psychic abilities and stuff, like, you know, being able to, talk to people with their minds or something like that, or read minds. And people can actually do that, if they're growing with their psychic abilities. But for some people, they may have been walking around with them thinking everybody already had them, but it's just them, and people don't recognize them as a gift. Or they may have just, gotten little tidbits of it, and if they start working on those abilities, then you'll start to get in tune with your spirit and learn a lot more about this universe and your life and everything than what you thought was possible. So yeah, there's just tons of things when you start to go within and to learn about your spirit. You start to learn a lot more things. And I want to say that concepts with spirituality or mysticism, um, or more some people would term occult, there's nothing scary about these things. It's okay. It's completely okay. You know, these are just harmless things. Just like I told you, synchronicity 666. Because it was demonized. Everybody's afraid of it, but really, you really should not be afraid of it. You know, Now, I know people are going to say, well, there's been occurrences where it could be bad, or I saw on TV that it was bad. Well, the TV says a lot of things. The TV says a lot of shit to scare the shit out of you. But, you know, a lot of stuff on TV isn't real anyway. So why would you let, those three, the 666 run your life? And me saying it, I'm okay with saying it because I know, from studying, I know that there is nothing wrong with the number six. It is a number like other numbers, and other numbers and even letters have a deeper meaning than people know. I know that because I've been studying numerology, and I'm finding it pretty fascinating, and I'm learning a lot about a lot of different things. Um, and through um, my study, I find myself, studying the Bible and becoming aware of biblical texts and learning about the hidden meanings of things that are said in the Bible. The Bible isn't just a book. There's a lot more information to the Bible than what a lot of people may be aware of. And it's more than what your church is attempting to tell you. And I know a lot of people might be scared of, psychic abilities um, or what I call, spiritual gifts or whatever, because their church is against it. But, there's a lot of things that if you guys were aware about it with respect to church, and this reality, you probably would not be going to church anymore. I'm just going to be just honest with you. But guys, that is another video altogether and stuff like that about it and stuff, And I'm saying this too to people who've been attending church, and you guys have had these abilities, and you try to talk about them for whatever reason to people in your church, but people are shunning you or not trying to talk to you. If you do have gifts of the spirits, or if you have you know psychic abilities or whatever, then by all means explore them, and don't let anybody limit you in learning about concepts like if it's the third eye, or if it's meditation, or learning about other types of you know um, spirituality, even if it's witchcraft. There's nothing wrong with learning about it, or even voodoo, okay? There's nothing wrong with learning about things, you know, because, we came into this life to experience and to learn, and also to make this place better, you know. So, guys, I know it's like a long discussion, but, if you're seeing synchronicities, it means that, you are on the right track to getting close to your spirit, and that can increase if you meditate and stuff like that. Now, through meditation, you are going to undergo, you know, you're going to start to learn more things about yourself than you thought possible. If you are serious about meditation, and you want to study it and learn, learn about how it can help you, you know. But everybody's different. Some people don't want to go in the direction of learning about things that are counter to their church and stuff. They just want to go with everybody else, and that's okay. But for people who are, interested, I just want to share this information. And that's why I wanted to talk about the repeating numbers, or the synchronicity, because it is a sign from the universe, a physical sign that you can see, that's right in front of your face. And like I said, synchronicities can appear anywhere. Synchronicities would be 1111, 1010, 1212, 666, 777, 222, 444, 555. These are examples of synchronicities. Even 1414, like I saw, or 1550, whatever. There is a lot more, to our lives than meets the eye, and as you become more spiritually aware, then you will be able to observe that too. And when I say spirit or whatever, like inner spirit, I mean your physical spirit, the spirit that's in his body, yours. I don't mean the Holy Spirit. I just want to clear that up for people, because the Holy Spirit is it is basically a church concept that is used, and some people use the word spiritual to mean church. But when I'm talking about spiritual or spirituality or developing my spiritual gifts, it is not relating to anything that is in your church. It is not. It is relating to me getting to know my inner spirit, the spirit that is in this body, the spirit that was put into this body when I was born, and stuff like that, and it being and having its own sense of purpose and wanting to experience things, and it having lessons that I need to learn in this life. Okay. All right, guys. So that's all on synchronicities for you guys. And I just want you to know, if you see a synchronicity, don't be afraid of it. Just be aware of it. You see 333, just remember, be careful, okay? Be careful about, your surroundings, who you're with, if it's a new person, if you had a thought about something, because the synchronicity could be warning you, like if you're working on something, that you're going to make a mistake if you're not aware of what's going on, okay? Or like that gassing example, you got a little bit of gas, and you think you can make it, and then you see the 333, the three threes. It's saying be careful, because it's telling you you might not make it on that little bit of gas, okay? All right. So thank you guys for watching this video on synchronicity, repeating numbers. And I will be doing more videos about spirituality concepts for you guys, to let you know that, like the synchronicity, there's a lot of spiritual concepts, not church concepts, spiritual concepts as in spirituality, that, are around us all the time, but we are just not aware of them. But if we took advantage of these signs, then we could live better lives. And I'm going to be educating you guys, if you, follow my Facebook and stuff like that. And you can even subscribe to my YouTube as well, or whatever. Okay? Alright, so thank you guys for watching my video. It's been almost 33 minutes, guys. So thank you guys for spending time with me. And I hope that I was helpful in explaining why you're seeing repeating numbers, okay? Alright, so thank you guys. Bye-bye. And have a good day, guys. With positive, peace, light, and love energy.